Hi guys. Okay, this is lesson 7.5. We're dividing by fours, and actually it looks like we're dividing by a lot of numbers in this page. They mixed them up for us. We're going to go over the first page of the On Your Own. I'm try my best to remember which ones you had to do here. I think it was most of the page. So I'm going to go ahead and show some strategies for some of the directions and then some just of the answers. Okay, so let's start from the top here. This top row asks us to make an array. So we need to draw that array. So I think you all had to do 11 and 13. So 11, 15 is the total, 15 divided by 5. So 15 is the total, and 5 is going to be the rows. So if I were drawing the array, I would do 5 rows, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to go back and pass out 15 one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So now how many is inside of each row? I already counted going down this way, so don't count going down that way again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to count going across the top. 1, 2, 3. So this one should be 3. And then number 13, 16 divided by 2. This one is just 2 rows. And I'm going to pass them out one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and count going across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job if you got those. All right, so now across the middle here, you can do any strategy that you like. You could do arrays again. You could do circle groups. You could skip count going forward. You could use factors or use multiplication facts you've already memorized. All right, let's get some workspace for myself. Ooh, close. Oh my gosh, that's painfully slow. Okay. Not sure if anybody had to do 12 divided by 3, but we've done that one enough today that we should know that that's 4. 20 divided by 4, let's do the twos. Remember, 4 is really 2 twos. So 20 divided by 2 is 10. 10 divided by 2, cut 10 in half, it'd be 5. 16 divided by 4, let's do circle groups for this one. 4 groups. And again, you could have done any strategy. I'm just reminding you of some in case you're stuck. 1 for you, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15, 16. So that one was 4 in each. Okay, across the middle, 45 divided by 5 equals B. What would be B? 9. 20 divided by 10, what would be E? Well, if I went backwards, what do you multiply by 10 to get 20? 10 times 2 is 20. 8 divided by 2, if you cut 8 in half, that would be 4. And 24 divided by 3, if I were to do skip counting by 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, that'd be 8. Okay. And now for number 23, I'm going to be dividing all these by 4. So 20 divided by 4 should be 5. 24 divided by 4 should be 6. 28 divided by 4 is 7. And 32 divided by 4 is 8. Good job if you got those. Okay, now for the challenging ones, these algebra ones down the middle. All right, so if I'm thinking of it backwards, or I could flip-flop it, okay? If I do the other fact for division for this fact family, it would be 14 still at the beginning, but I'm going to flip-flop the last 2 spots. So I'm going to flip-flop the 7 in the blank. So I'd have 7 here, and then I'd have the blank. So 14 divided by 7 is what? 2. So then 14 divided by 2 also equals 7. Okay, so I'm just flip-flopping these last two spots, but I can keep it as division. 30 divided by blank equals 6, or 30 divided by 6 equals blank. Okay, now that one is a little tricky. You might have to do a multiplication fact or skip counting or drawing your circle groups, but whichever strategy you did, you should have gotten 5. 6 groups of 5 equals 30. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. So 8 divided by 4 also equals 2. 24 divided by 3 equals 8. I think that was the one we did together. Let me erase this so we can see our next problems. 36 divided by 4 equals 9, because I could have done 36 divided by 9 equals 4. Okay, now this one, we're going to flip-flop it. 40 divided by 4 equals blank. Okay, so if I took 40 and I put 4 in each, or I made 4 groups, how many would have to go into each one? Well, think of that 0, the same first number. I would put 10 in each one, right? 10, 20, 30, 40. So 4 times 10 is 40. So 40 divided by 4 is 10. 40 divided by 10 is 4. Now this one's a little tricky. 3 divided by what equals 1? So I could flip-flop the back numbers. 3 divided by 1 equals what? I have 3 total and I put it into one group. Well, 3 divided by 3 equals 1. Good job if you got that. The last one, 35 divided by 5 equals 7. Awesome work on those tricky ones. Okay, let's do the word problems. Okay, number 32 says, Mr. Benz arranges 24 music stands in class. He puts the stands into 4 equal rows. How many music stands are in each row? Okay, so we could do a picture for this one, or you could do an equation. I've got 24 total and 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I could pass them out one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Use that dot I already have. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So how many is in each row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you did a number sentence or an equation, it would have been 24 divided by 4. And whatever strategy you chose to do should have also gotten you 6. 6 what? 6 musical stands. Okay, number 33. Monty has 16 toy cars in 4 equal groups and 24 toy boats in 3 equal groups. How many more toy boats are in each group than toy cars? All right, this one is a challenge. Okay, I'm going to erase this so I have some workspace over here again, because I hear 4 different numbers here. So I can tell that this is going to be a multi-step problem, maybe 2 steps, maybe even 3 steps. Okay, so I'm going to need some space to work this one out. Okay, now whenever you hear this many clues, don't get overwhelmed, don't get scared by them and say you can't do it. Okay, use our steps that we've learned. Highlight clues, annotate clues to help you understand what they're telling you to do. Okay, so at the beginning, I see there's 16 toy cars, and they are in 4 equal groups. So right away, I can draw that, right? I can draw 16 cars into 4 equal groups. Okay, I can draw my 4 groups. And I can pass out 16 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so I passed out those 16 toy cars into the 4 equal groups. Now, since this problem does have lots of clues, I also want some words in my picture so I know what this part of the picture is representing. So I see that this clue is talking about 16 toy cars. The next clue is talking about toy boats. So I want to show how they're different from each other. This one is the cars, and then over in another spot, I'll have a picture for the boats. Okay, so now I'm ready to do my next set of clues. Maybe I'll do it in a new color. Okay, notice I'm just taking it one clue at a time so I don't get overwhelmed. 20 toy boats into 3 equal groups this time. Okay, so now I'm going to do 3 equal groups. 1, 2, 3, and pass them out one at a time. I'm going to save some time this time. And this would be 8. Now, if you were a person who was doing just equations without pictures, the car equation would have been, oopsie. The car equation would have been 16 divided by 4 equals 4. And the boat equation would have been 24 divided by 3. And that equals 8. Okay, so now I've solved both of the first 2 clues, and now I'm noticing in the last part, it says, how many more? So what does that make you think of? Did you annotate that? How many more makes me think of subtraction? How many more toy cars are in each group than, oops, sorry, how many more toy boats are in each group than toy cars? Okay, and remember this little van is also another place where we would subtract. So now we know we're going to be subtracting, but what number should we subtract? Notice this clue. It says how many in each, not the totals. So I'm not going to subtract 24 minus 16. I'm going to subtract what's inside. This one has 8 in each, and this one has 4 in each. Okay, or here, I already figured that out with these equations, 8 and 4. But they're flipped around, so I need to rewrite it up and down with the bigger number on top. 8 minus 4 equals 4. Second cities, that was a challenge. I think Windy Cities, you also had to do that one. But remember, do not get overwhelmed and give up just when you start to see lots of clues. Just take it one clue at a time. Read the first clue, do something with it. Read the second clue, do something with it. Read the last question and do the last step for the last part of the question, okay? Okay, now 34. It says, Mia puts 15 animal stickers in 3 equal rows in her sticker book. She puts 28 flower stickers in 4 equal rows. How many more flower stickers than animal stickers are in each row? Okay, Windy City, so this is basically the same exact steps as what you did in number 33. It gives you one clue of one type that you have to figure out how many is in each. Then it tells you another type of sticker that you have to figure out how many each, and then you have to compare them with how many more. So we've got 15 divided into 3 equal rows. So that will give you 5 in each row for the animal stickers. Then the flower stickers, there's 28 divided into 4 equal rows, which is 7. Again, you could have drawn a picture to solve that. You could have used multiplication facts. You could have done the factors of 2 and 2 again. And then it says how many more. So now I'm going to take these two answers and subtract them. The bigger number has to go on top though. 7 minus 5 equals 2. So if you got 2, very good. Okay, last page. I'm going to stop this video and you can watch the other video for the last page.